whenever investor comes in, he needs 5x in return. Before that, I also analyze how vast is that problem, how many clients are facing it, right way of solving it, sustainability of the product, then feasibility. Lot of brainstorming before launching it. There is no single paper used. So now we can, if you can imagine how many papers has been used by the healthcare industry. Okay. And after some time, I knew that whenever investor comes in, he is not in your company to because he has extra money. He needs 5x in return. So if you can't give him a 5x return in a specific frame of time, so you should not take investment. Even though nowadays, whenever anyone launches a startup, first thing you think of that the investment. But they forget remembering about the profitability because investor not coming in for giving you money without anything. He wants that money return in 5 years. So initially my mindset was not that. I thought let's grow organically. Let's see because my background in my background, no one was a business person, no one runs a startup. So I was not that confident that if I may succeed or not, and if I may fail, so there is no money to give it back to an investor. So initially, thought was very clear. Let's grow it organically, see where we go, how much confident we can gain, how much client we can get. Then we'll see where we can go. So in this journey, many investor comes in personally. They approached us, but we rejected them in initial phase of time.
So for our listeners, how does MedWorld actually work?
Mm.
Like, could you explain in the platform in
Yes.
simple terms and how it automates hospital insurance workflows?
Yes, yes. So let's take one example. There is an hospital and one patient who is having a health card. He goes to a hospital. So in a traditional way, what that hospital will do, he'll take your insurance paper, then he'll fill the pre-authorization form. There is a pre-authorization. Let's take you have a Bajaj insurance. So he'll download the Bajaj pre-auth, then he'll fill all the details, then declaration, KYC, everything. Then he'll scan those documents. Then he must be having a login of the Bajaj because he has a tie-up with the Bajaj. Then he goes to a Bajaj portal, fill all your details, submit it, and wait for the response. So whenever response will come, he'll tell you your pre-auth is approved, you're okay to go ahead for a treatment. So let assume that there are a 10 or 15 patients of different companies visited the hospital. So what that person need to do, he need to fill everything manually, take a printout, submit on all the 10 platforms. If there is no platform, then send it on an email. So he should know the email IDs also where he need to send and wait for all the 15 platforms email, keep watch on everywhere about the responses. Okay. And some companies sending approval, some companies sending a what we can say a query. So imagine the chaos he is facing. Okay. So how made was it built? What we did, we integrated with all these platforms. Okay. So whenever patient comes in at the MedWorld center or any hospital where MedWorld is working, so what that person will do, he'll take your card, open the MedWorld platform, fill the generic form, which he will remember after some days. When you fill a 10 same form 10 times, he'll remember it. So he'll fill the same form, select your company name. System will generate the pre-auth declaration, KYC, everything. System will go on a platform. System will submit and system will wait for the response. So all the 15 platform system is integrated, even email is integrated. And whenever any reply, query, anything comes in, system will fetch that. So imagine the what we can say easiness. So this will reduces the 60% effort of a hospital or any person who's working at the center. His mind is also what we can say tension free that yeah system is doing because system don't usually do mistakes. The mistakes are highly done by manual errors again. So this is how system works. It is integrated. He can manage end-to-end work from pre-authorization, discharge to receipt of the payment. So everything is integrated in a single platform. So anyway, this will reduce your 60% effort. So anyway, if you are reducing the 60% effort, your staff requirement will be reduced. So you anyway going to save the cost. And also to add on, so there is a no single paper use. So now we can, if you can imagine how many papers has been used by the healthcare industry to just take the printout of the pre-authorization field. Every file has a 10 to 15 papers. So you save all that process. So you also save the papers and automatically will save the nature and everything. So this is how MedWorld is working now.
Sir, you're currently making around 10 to 15 lakhs per month and you're aiming
Yes.
for around something around 30 crores per year. What's the biggest
Yes.
operational or strategic challenge in scaling, sir?
Scaling. So our major client is hospital. So B2B sale. So closing B2B client is tough. It's a time consuming process. You can't even reach to a owner of the hospital because there is a ladder to what we can say go ahead. So even hospital owners are not that tech friendly. They are well, we can say very well talented in treatment part, but they are not tech friendly. There is a traditional method of doing the pre-authorization everything. So they don't want to change the traditional, anything traditional method, anyway you are trying to change. So it takes time. And whenever my salesperson goes, it takes time to convince them, explain them the process and everything. And whenever you tell them that, yeah, this is the benefit for your patient or your department, but they are not worried more about the patient or more about the trouble of their staff. The major, they thought of what is benefit from this as a financial point of view. So this is the major constraint. Also, they are not much happy with the insurance process. It's a lengthy process. Now you are admitting the patient, patient got discharged today. You're going to get money after 45 days. It's a lengthy process, paperwork and everything. Also, settlement is not good in insurance. So there is a deductions and all that. So there are a lot more improvement needed. And one more point is the ICTPA has their own systems. So many of the time they push the hospital to use their systems. Because it's a monopoly business. There are lakhs of hospital and only limited number of insurance companies running in this sector. So that's why it is very hard for a hospital to convince that this system will help you. But gradually, hospitals started understanding that yeah, this system will save their time, money, and everything, and they started using it.
That is very motivational, sir. I'm sure a lot of hard work goes behind it in closing a single
Yeah.
deal. Sir, as you know, as we all know that India's health tech space is very booming as of now. Sir, who are the major players in hospital insurance automation and how does MedWorld differentiate itself from the big names that are there?
Yes. So currently, I'll tell you the product we have, the product we built, and the product we are selling. So this is the one of the advanced product, most advanced we can say. And this product is designed with a point of view that hospital is the first user. Okay, because initially we developed this product for ourselves. So because we were serving 100, 200 hospitals, then and it is very major challenge for us to provide them what we are telling at the time of selling. Okay, so and the big companies we are talking about, initially they find market big from insurance one because as I told you, hospital are not convinced to what we can say change from the traditional method to a current technology method. So every product or any big company who is developing a product, first they develop it for insurance side, and after that they pivot it to a hospital side. So there are the big names, but initially the product has been working in a insurance side, then they come to a hospital side. And this product which we develop, we develop it for a hospital first. Then we are not having any plan to pivot into insurance side. So big names are some of the companies, or a very few we can say, one or two companies are only there who is developing, or the product is under development also. So that's how this industry is working. But yeah, nowadays companies are coming and developing the product, but majorly those products are for a insurance side, not for a hospital side.
So that is your unique point, if you can say.
Yes. Yeah, we often tell the client that this product is designed from a your point of view, and we ask them to use it. Use it for 3 4 months. and don't pay us anything. See if it is actually giving a benefit to you. If you think that it is beneficial, then start paying us. So many of the hospital use it. Then they once they start using it for 3 4 months, then they can't go back. They know addicted to the product. Their staff get addicted. And for a single time, if there is a what we can say system failure or something, or we are what we can say uploading the code and everything for 5 minutes also system stop, they start calling us. So I think that is what we can say our benefit, or what we have done good in this industry.
Sir, being a health tech company, what is the biggest misconception about building a health tech startup in India these days?
Yeah, so not about the health tech or any tech startup. The biggest misconception is technology alone can solve this problem.
Okay.
People think that technology alone can solve this, but there is a lot more problem in healthcare than technology, which only technology can solve. There needs to be what we can say everywhere comes on a single platform, or a single point, or a single page, that every stakeholder like insurance company, IRDA, hospitals, everyone need to be on a single page. Then only these problems can be solved. Even I am trying to solve something, but if insurance company is not convinced, which I am doing, or hospital is not convinced, the technology can't solve that problem. The major problem today in insurance is mis-selling of the policy. Okay, even I personally from this domain in 10 years, are two or more than twice the people mis-sell me a product. Even I have a knowledge and everything, but mis-selling of insurance is majorly big issue, because majorly purchased insurance in a different point of view but when you go for a claim submission, the denial is there. Okay, so settlement issue is there. Settlement issue, which is major problem in the insurance industry, because when you are purchasing an insurance, you are in a mindset that in the hard time this will help me, but when this is not happening, patient is unhappy, and patient is unhappy, then he'll not suggest anyone to purchase a new policy. So penetration is important, but a penetration you need to be very good at settlement. Patient should be happy. So this is the major problem. Another problem is monopoly in the insurance industry. As I told you, very few companies are running this industry. So there are a lot players need to be come in, lot of competition needs to be come in, and majorly insurance company should be aligned with the hospital point of view. Then only the problems will be solved. And the forcing of using a platform or forcing to a hospital. So there are a lot of challenges which only technology can't solve. So this is the misconception that only technology can solve it, but the lot of stakeholder need to become on a single page. Then only we can do something good for a healthcare industry.
Like they say, sir, people think health tech is just software, but it is actually
No.
empathy which is delivered at scale.
Yes, yes.
For those who are inspired by your journey, sir, what are the most promising opportunities in health tech space today?
Yes. So the health tech in a health tech space, most promising opportunity is technology. Now we have a technology. You can build anything from the technology point of view. So technology is a very big opportunity. Then there is a AI comes in. Now many companies started using AI. So AI will help you if you want to build something. Then government is very supportive nowadays. Government has launched very platforms which are very supportive for a startup. Very then government also started focusing on the different what we can say domain, and one of that is health tech. Government has put a lot of money and concentration on focus on the health tech, so it's a healthy for anyone who wanted to build something. Then government also launch a platforms like NACX. NACX is a the whatever I told earlier, everyone needs to come on a single page. Government is trying to do that through NACX. Government is trying to bring in all the stakeholders on a single platform. So it may be a startup companies like us, or it may be a hospital or a patient or a lab or insurance company. Government is bringing them on a single platform. So you can use that platform, and the fund available in the market is huge. So if you wanted to raise a fund of 100 crores rupees today, You can easily raise 100 crore rupees. But the mindset should be you can make that 100 crore or 500 crore. So there is a fund in the market, technology support is there, government is supporting, everything is there. If you have something good as an idea and you have a strength to build that, so you can easily build anything in health tech, not in a health tech or any technology you wanted to build.
Coming to building your team, sir, you started
Hmm.
alone and
Hmm.
now you have a team. Can you please
Yeah.
tell us about your first hire? How did you go from a one-man army to building a high-performance team?
Yeah. So my first employee was my brother. Okay.
Okay.
So
The
not
business
an
runs in the
employee.
family, I guess, sir.
Yeah, he was my co-founder. So see, first I visited the hospital and explained them, sir, I can do this, and give me a job. Yeah, you start working. So I started working for that hospital. I worked for there around 1 year. After that, I asked my brother, see, anyway, we were earning in a range of 3,000 to 6,000 rupees. And my hospital was giving me 12,000 with a 100% hike. So I convinced him, yeah, you can work with me. You can join another hospital and you can earn 12,000 rupees. So he joined. So we started running those two hospitals. Okay. Similarly, I convinced my sister, she was also earning 6 to 7,000. I asked her, please join me. You can earn 12,000 rupees. So she joined me. Then I again convinced my elder sister. So I'm having two elder sisters, me and my brother. So we four all started running four hospitals. Okay. And when fifth hospital come to me, when I decided to pivot it into a multiple hospital, so then I was in need of staff. The fourth, my fourth hospital, for my fourth hospital, I hired a staff. So there was no platforms where you can put a ad like today. There are a lot of platforms, Naukri and all that. So I asked my known people or colleagues that I need a staff. They were not convinced. So how you are earning 12,000, earning 12,000, how you're going to hire a staff? But anyway, I convinced him, convinced my colleagues and all that, and they find one guy who was interested in working with him. So that was the moment my first staff was hired for my fourth hospital, and I convinced him somehow that I am not going to run anywhere. I am going to give you a salary and all that. And from that day, we never dropped any salary or anything. We are giving salaries on time and everything. We are running very good from the day. So that's how my first hire was.
Excellent, sir. Sir, what is your decision-making framework when you launch some new features or when you try to enter new markets? How do you
Yes.
decide and go ahead with it?
So it's very simple. If my clients need it, many of my products I developed was my client called me and explained it a problem. Then I thought of it, try to solve it through my knowledge of the technology, and it became product. So, but before that, I also analyze how vast is that problem, how many clients are facing it, right way of solving it, sustainability of the product, then feasibility. Lot of brainstorming before launching it, and still there is a chances of failure. But majorly, many of the product has been developed by my client. My client are very supportive. See, I'm working with many of my clients are more than 8 or 10 year old. When I launched the company, the client who joined me from that day, he is still my client. So more than client, he is my friend. More than client, he is my mentor. So they teach me what they want, and then I decide, then brainstorm and everything. Then we launch it. So this is how we work on the product.
Again, sir, very motivational.
Uh,
Sir, we just want to know, was MedWorld your first entrepreneurial venture or was there an earlier attempt as well?
There, there are a lot of failed attempt, I may say. But if you ask me as a company, so MedWorld is a first company which we launched. But as an idea point of view, there are a lot of companies or a lot of ideas which failed before MedWorld. So I'll tell you, the class where I used to teach to a student. So there, I was having one idea. So to my boss, I explained the idea. I work on that idea for 2, 3 months. Then I go and I was 22, 21 year old. I go to him, take his appointment, and explain him, sir, this idea. There's something like yellow pages kind of idea. I explained him about everything after working for 3 months, and it took him 3 minutes to reject it. Yeah, we are not doing this. So this was my first experience. Then me and my friend decided to launch teaching classes because I was working in a teaching class, and by the fascination of the car he was